This is Clune Park, an abandoned housing estate in Port Glasgow. It's often referred to as Scotland's Chernobyl. Built more than a century ago to house shipyard workers, most of the flats are now empty and have fallen into disrepair. With the decline in shipbuilding, the estate spiralled and became a target for vandalism. House prices plummeted, with some flats going on the market for less than £10,000. It's become a magnet for urban explorers and photographers, forcing the authorities to step up security patrols and put up warnings that the site is dangerous. Comparisons have often been made to the Ukrainian city of Pripyat, abandoned after the 1986 explosion at the Chernobyl nuclear plant. Beyond appearances though, their stories are very different. There's been a long-running standoff between Inverclyde Council and private landlords, which stalled plans for redevelopment. But despite the damage to the tenements, there are still a handful of residents living here.
That's the master bedroom, if you like.
Marshall Craig has been a tenant in Clune Park for 20 years.
This could be a beautiful room. See the one upstairs, it's beautiful, and downstairs. But, I mean, who's going to come in? What's the point of doing that if nobody's coming in?
His block is not yet scheduled for demolition, so he's staying put for now.
I'm quite happy here. It's just me. What more can you do? People go, oh, how can you live there? You're not scared? No, I'm not scared. I'm a big guy. I can handle myself. I don't want to move. I'm quite happy here. It is quiet, decent neighbours, a decent view, a really decent view of the Clyde. This house could stand for another 100 years. They're about 100 years old just now, and I reckon with a bit of care and attention, they could be done up.
In the first stage of demolition, about a third of the buildings will go after they were condemned as structurally unsafe, including this church and fire-damaged Victorian school. The council wants to build 165 new homes on the site, but many of the old flats are still in the hands of private owners, meaning there's no clear timescale for when the work will be complete.
I've lived in Port Glasgow all my life, so I know the area very well. My mother actually lived here at one point decades ago. I was a councillor for this area for a considerable number of years as well, so I know it very well. It's been a long process to try and acquire the property on a voluntary basis. Meanwhile, the estate has deteriorated. People have moved out. Now it's virtually unoccupied, and we've got to a point where quite a lot of the properties are in dangerous condition, so the council's had to take action through its powers to declare them dangerous buildings. It's sad. This is part of your history, your heritage. This estate has been here for generations, and ultimately when it's cleared and demolished, that history is gone, that physical history. But I think we can create a new neighbourhood here that will serve this community well for generations to come.
The demolition marks the beginning of the end for this estate, but it may be some time yet before the new Clune Park rises from the rubble.